So we just want to be very careful because we know that this is a very contentious and very, we watch this issue the island's watching this issue very carefully.
And I think that's why this is at the top of our list, is because, at least the top of my list, is because it is a major issue on Hawaii Island.
Sure.
And you're going to bring this to Waimea in May.
Yes.
And from what I have heard, that what has come out in the community, which is obviously unverified yet, is that a Oahu-based applicant is being awarded the Homu'ula contract, who scored last on the Pi'ihonua contract and leapfrogged to number 1 on the Homu'ula contract. And that applicant has not had previous experience in the Homu'ula or Pi'ihonua paddocks. That the other applicants have extensive experience. One has been doing it since 2010 in the Pi'ihonua paddock. And in the Homu'ula paddock, the other applicant has had extensive experience under a limited right of entry for years.
So I think that's
and that is one of the major issues I have. And
Sure.
I'm having to deal with this in the Homestead Association meetings that I go to.
Right.
And what I don't want is any type of selection process that has been not done in the appropriate way. And I would weigh beyond just the price per cattle. I would weigh other benefits that potential applicants are offering, whether it's scholarships or grants to local Native Hawaiian programs, or helping with the gorse removal, fencing, core reforestation. It shouldn't just be we're removing cattle over the next 2 years to eliminate all the cattle on the Mauna.
Right. So I think that's why this process and having a selection process that is as rigorous as the 103D process is so critical, because as you know, there can be a lot of rumor and discussion that may or may not be true. So certainly if there is issues following how the commission votes at the end of May, all of that information now becomes public. If one of the non-selected vendors wants to bring a challenge for it, they certainly can. We certainly can hold off on final negotiations on the license if such a challenge comes forward. All of that information then becomes public, where the department's trying to be as rigorous in the selection process.
I would just caution the commissioners and DHHL, whether 103D, whatever it comes up, if you award a non-Hawaii Island applicant a contract on Aina Mauna, we're going to have major problems. I wouldn't go to Molokai or Kauai to do something there if I've come from Hawaii Island. It's beyond following our procurement. It's doing the right thing on each of our islands and honoring our homestead associations and our beneficiaries. I mean, you bring it to Waimea. I'm just saying you should give it some serious thought over the next 21 days.
Well, so I think
this process, and it should be fair, it should be transparent, you should be able to stand by that decision, and that's why we're here talking about this.
Right. So I appreciate your comment. That's, I think, why the commission made the decision to defer final decision making until we are actually on island to afford testimony at
well, one of the reasons why is it was on your agenda on Oahu, and you heard from the Hawaii Island beneficiary saying, why are you making this major decision on the island of Oahu? Why aren't you making it on Hawaii Island? Which is why we decided to do it on Hawaii Island. It shouldn't come from the beneficiaries. As the chair, as the commissioners, we should already know, hey, the right thing for us to do is wait to make this announcement on Hawaii Island.